ስለዚህ switch statement ነው የሚገቡት። ስለዚህ the next thing that you are going to create is you are going to create a scanner object, and for the next integer we is going to accept the integer value. So in this case what we are going int is going to be int ምን ማድረግ እንችላለን int also input something just like input is going to be something just like that, and we are going to ምናደርጋቸዋለን we are going to switch statements like switch statements እና just if statements are essentially the same, but the switch statements are the smarter way of using the if and else statement. It helps us for the comparing between one thing from the bunch of another thing. So in this case what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a switch block that can help in order to detect. So the input what I'm going to create is case 1. So the case 1 is going to be the case 1 if the user enter the number 1 what we are going to prompt it. The number 1 what is going to be the balance. So in this case out now dear sorry name random dear name is going to be your current balance is I'm going to concatenate within the balance. So in this case what you should have to be aware of the concatenation, appending of the appending of something inside of a string, also appending of something append ማለት ነው at the last line ማለት ነው append ማለት ነው። this case ከdir last line even append አድርገናል። it may be a lot of data types ሊሆን ይችላል። ሌላዎች ደግሞ አሉ it cannot be concatenation ለstring ብቻ append የሚያደርጉ አሉ። you should have to be familiar with in Java ደግሞ you can just append a number inside of the string. So this case append ካደረግን በኋላ we should have to break out of that loop, and we are going to create another case 2 እንፈጥራለን ማለት ነው። the case 2 what case 2 ነው withdraw ነው የሚለን ነው የሚለን። ስለዚህ withdraw first of all withdraw ችግር የለም። let me just go ahead and just see out. you are going to enter how much money that you want to withdraw. So how much money that you want to withdraw ካልን በኋላ ከጠየቅነው not on the new line you are going to make it in this line. After just taking you are going to store inside of the withdraw that you have been declared before. So you should have to redeclare it like something just like double you should have to make sense double binary it's thrown either redeclaration either. As you can see hover ስታደርጉበት variable withdraw already defined in this scope, so we shouldn't have to explicitly define it. Simply type withdraw is going to be equal to the scanner object, and also dot next is going to be the next is going to be accepted by the how much is going to be the double just get double. After just storing inside of the double what we are going to create an if statement. If the withdraw if the withdraw greater than our balance that you have inside of the bank bank account, you are going to prompt the user in order to get out dear something else, dear name another you can't withdraw እዚህ ጋር ምን አድርጋታለን መኒዋን እናስቀምጣታለን። as you can see እዚህ ጋር ምን አድርጋታለን withdraw እናስቀምጣታለን። you can't withdraw this much. Try to top up your account. Try to top up your account የሚለውን እንጂ ዲስፕሌይ ካርድ we are going to break something just explicitly ለእያንዳንዱ መጻፍ ይቻላል። also we can just leave ማድረግ እንችላለን። after just creating just beginners we should have to explicitly type the break statement for it. ስለዚህ after just typing it what we are going to have else statement. else we are going to create the else statement that is going to define else ደግሞ ምን ያደርጋል we are going to balance እዚህ ጋር በአብዛኛው ምን ልሸወደው ማለት is going to be withdraw. So in this case what I'm doing is I'm just subtracting a withdraw from the actual balance that the user have. In this case you shouldn't have to be እንደዚህ withdraw ሲቀነስ balance ማድረግ የለባችሁም ከባላንሱ ከኢኒሻል balance, because the balance will gonna be reassigned ይሆናል ማለት ነው every time you just withdraw a money reassign ምክንያቱም if the let's we say if we have $10 ስለዚህ $10 አይደለም if just we withdraw ብናደርግ አሁን ሁለትን withdraw ብናደርግ as you can see 10 ሲቀነስ ሁለት ነው this argumented assignment operator is just a combination of the assignment operator with an arithmetic operator ስለዚህ in this case not a shorthand way of achieving the code that you can something just like እንደዚህ እንደማለት ነው balance ሲቀነስ withdraw ማለት ነው balance ሲቀነስ withdraw ማለት ነው but in this case we are not doing this for more simplicity we are going to do this and after just doing this what we are going to do it's going to store ስለዚህ ሁለትን ስንቀንስ አሁን ሁለት withdraw ብናደርግ 8 you're going to be get stored ይሆናል ማለት ነው ስለዚህ ባላንስ ላይ ምን ይሆናል 8 stored ይሆናል ማለት next time መታ ከእንደገና ሁለት ብር withdraw ብታደርግ 8 ሲቀነስ 2 ይሆንና 2 will going to be stored inside of a new variable balance will going to be reassigned each time that you just withdraw so you can see out dear so you have to make something just like gap over here dear name you have successfully withdraw you have successfully withdraw so withdraw such amount of money ብለን እዚህ ጋር ምን ማለት ይቻላል መስጠት ይቻላል ማለት ነው just like money withdraw money or not withdraw money so in this case after just you can just break out of this loop break out of it so we just finish the second one we are going to go to the third one or the third one እንገባለን the third one is going to be the case 3 what case we're going to say the case 3 is going to be a deposit so in this case we are going to prompt the user in order to enter how much money that you want to deposit and that you want to deposit that you want to deposit and run settle after just doing this we are going to accept from the deposit that you have been declared before and scanner object from scanner object dot next double variable ይቀበለዋል after just going inside of it we are going to simply deposit not the deposits we are going to balance we're going to be balanced in this case it's going to reassign every time that you just deposit the balance you're going to be reassign and renewed ይሆናል ማለት see out you're going to be dear customer or something with label and in this case the label actually going to be the name so you have successfully deposited እዚህ ጋር የዶላር ምልክት እናስቀምጥለትና in this case successfully deposited in this case deposit and you have to say deposit to your account to your sorry እዚህ ጋር check out look next gen to your account we are gonna from the user strategy we are gonna break out of the loop so you should have to say break after just making it then the fourth thing is gonna be the claim bonus this is gonna be little this is where you are gonna use your something just like common sense launcher or something just like your algorithm it depends on your algorithm that you have set so in this case algorithm so algorithm ከአንዳችሁ according to my algorithm what I'm going to implement in this case I'm going to show you but it is not that much hard it's not something just like but you should have to know the basic things that you have to know now the first thing that you have to know you should have to declare the first item is going to be we are going to declare you should have to declare in this case when a boolean value is going to be the boolean is claimed የሚባል variable ምን ማድረግ አለብን declare ማድረግ አለብን is claimed not claimed is going to be first of all ምን አደረገም ዩዘር ምን አደረገም ቦነሱ ምን አደረገኛ ምን አደረገ ቦነሱን የቦነስ ኦፈር ምን አደረገ አልወሰደም ስለዚህ first of all is going to be set to the false value so in this case false value is going to set to the false value after that you are going to come to that and the user will I'm gonna just prompt the user if you just wanted do you want the bonus or not in prompt it I'm gonna ask them the user after just asking the user we are gonna dive into the main things that you have to know so as in this case ብዙም አይከብድም algorithm that you are going the algorithm that you have just I'm going to implement ይሄን ያህልም ከባድ አይባልም ስለዚህ this case you should have to be stay tuned with me ስለዚህ each time እያንዳንዱ ጽፋት ነገር you should have to be እንትን መሆን አለባችሁ you have to give attention for it ስለዚህ you are going to dive into it ስለዚህ እንገባበታለን ማለት ነው ስለዚህ in this case